Hey, today I'm working on something creative, but it's not for YouTube because you can't be creative on YouTube. That's why instead I'm working on this Shrek video for YouTube. I want to talk about the issue of not being able to be creative on YouTube. So I'm going to do that, ironically, while working on my creative project. Now, of course, YouTube isn't going to ban me for being creative. The cops aren't going to show up at my door and take me to jail. But when YouTube gives me 10,000 views for a video that took me 30 hours to make about a trending topic, but punishes me with only 500 views for a video that took 300 hours to make that was truly creative, the negative feedback feels like I'm being told I can't be creative here. I don't mean the algorithm hates me or that YouTube is some malevolent evil bent on stomping out creativity. It's just that if you make a video about something that's already out there, YouTube knows they can show your video to people who like that thing. But if you make something truly original, they don't know where to start. It's just so much easier for YouTube to send viewers to your video. If there's an existing audience, they can just hijack to show your video. There's also an added challenge when trying to make titles and thumbnails for something truly original, because you have to convey both what the video is about and why it's interesting. But if the video is about something people already know, you can leverage their existing knowledge to remove the burden of conveying what the video is about and just focus on what makes it interesting. I mean, think of it from the viewer's perspective. If you're shown 5 videos that look equally interesting, but you recognize something in one of them, which one are you going to click? Probably the one that's more familiar because you already trust that it's about something you like. I mean, there's a reason why lots of YouTube gurus like Think Media recommend new creators target search questions or review products on top of trend surfing and popularity jacking. These are all ways of getting more guaranteed views because YouTube already knows there's an audience to serve your video to. But if you try to make an original video, you get nothing, and that feels like a punishment for trying to be creative. And this isn't just a problem for new creators. Even the biggest on the platform like MrBeast or Ryan Trahan complain about their videos being copied. Or look at 2 of my favorite creators, North of the Border and Gamey Builds. North of the Border has almost 1.5 million subscribers, and his videos regularly get 1 million views because his videos are about existing franchises like Pokemon, Zelda, Mario, Lego, Minecraft, and so on. Meanwhile, Gamey, who makes absolutely superb videos, struggles to get 1/10 the views and only has 50,000 subscribers. I'm not saying North of the Border's videos aren't extremely creative or that there aren't other reasons for the disparity in views here. But North of the Border's video views often correlates to how popular the existing IP he based the video off of is, or how much of an audience there is for it on YouTube. Unlike Gamey, whose videos are all about a world of his own making with characters he's invented. And he's being punished for it. I have no doubt he would get 10 times more views if he made his videos around popular and current trending franchises, movies, or games. But even though this affects creators of all sizes, it disproportionately affects new, smaller creators. Bigger YouTubers can get away with being creative because they have a dedicated audience that will watch their videos no matter what. And if it's good enough, the algorithm will pick it up. Being uncreative is still a good strategy at the top, but the difference for smaller YouTubers is that instead of being a possible strategy, it feels like a necessity. I don't have an audience yet who will follow me no matter what I do. I don't have enough traction to gain organic traffic through browse or trending. Most of my views will come from search or recommended, and will be way more of an audience if it's for something that's already popular or trending on YouTube. For example, that's how my Skibbity toilet video got so many views. There were just other videos on YouTube popping off, and I would get recommended to viewers who watched that video. Now, some of you might say I should just be myself and do what I love instead of chasing fame or views. But I don't think that's really fair. Even if I didn't have ambitions of fame and fortune, I don't think it's unreasonable that if I'm going to spend 300 hours on a video, I would want more people to see it rather than less. If I didn't want people to see it, why even make and upload it? Besides, even if I am just making videos for fun, it ruins that fun a little bit once you realize you're getting 1/10 the views for 10 times more effort, because now it feels like you're being punished or unwelcome for doing what you were just trying to do for fun. And feeling unwelcome always makes things a little less fun. Now, I don't want to imply that I didn't enjoy making my video about Skibbity Toilet or that there wasn't some creativity involved in it. It just sucks to feel limited to creating only videos about established, existing trending topics instead of whatever my imagination comes up with. And it's incredibly demotivating to feel like I would be knowingly shooting myself in the foot by trying to do original work. Why would I commit weeks or months of labor to a project that's going to get me 1/10 or 100th of the views that it would if I just incorporated a popular topic somehow? But really, the struggle I'm describing is an artist's struggle as old as the ages and isn't really confined to YouTube. Any creative person has to walk the line between creativity and audience appeal, no matter the medium, the platform, or the time in history. Just like if you want to get paid, you have to make something people want to pay for. If you want people to watch your YouTube videos, you have to make something they want to watch. As an artist, if you want your art to be enjoyed, you have to make art for an audience. But if you want to be creatively fulfilled, you have to make what creatively inspires you. Finding the balance on the fine line shared between the two is every artist's struggle. That overlap in the Venn diagram can either be really small or really hard to find, if it exists at all. Different artists deal with this struggle different ways. Some take a one for me, one for you approach, which is kind of what I'm doing. While I am making this one video about Shrek that the algorithm will hopefully like, I'm also working on a more original, creative video about creating art in nature for myself. Other artists focus solely on commercial success by pandering to an audience at the cost of their creative fulfillment, hoping they'll one day make it enough to do what they really want. And some do. Others do the opposite, focusing solely on making what they love and what truly inspires them, hoping if they're good enough, they'll find an audience one day. These type are also known as the starving artists. Finally, though not mutually exclusive with any of the previous, some artists lash out and vent their bitterness against the disparity of what art is popular versus the art they want to make. For example, I see a lot of traditional artists making art criticizing AI art, and there were so many different parodies of the banana taped to the wall when that happened. You may notice a bit of this in my own videos, my Eminem video, my Skibbity video, probably in my Shrek video, and really in any of my upcoming videos until I either get over it or get popular enough I'm able to do what I want. But my main approach through all this, my overall lesson, I just need to focus on getting better at making videos. I can't complain about stifled creativity when the truth is my videos are just bad. Right now, I'm new, and I just need to practice, practice, practice. That 300 hours I spent making one video that got 500 views would have been better spent making 10 different videos in the same time frame. I would have learned a lot more and probably got more views too. That's why I'm going to start posting more often, even if the quality of my videos is worse at first. I believe in quality over quantity, but I still have to put in the reps to strengthen my creative muscle first. To do that, I also need to get over my fear of failure. The truth is, whether my ideas are original or not, some videos are just going to flop. That's just how it is. If you're one of the 100 or so subscribers I already have at the moment, thank you very, very much for thinking my videos are good enough to follow me for more. I haven't been posting much because I traveled to Iceland for a week, and when I got back, I got sick 3 times in a row. Actually, this Shrek video was almost done before I left, but I've also had to prioritize this creative project that's not for YouTube because it's for a wedding that's coming up quickly, so there's more of a deadline. And no, don't worry, because of this video, I'm going to stop being creative. I have several creative, original videos started, and I'm not going to give up on them, so there's a lot more coming from me very soon. I just needed to vent about how demoralizing it can be to feel punished for creativity and how tempting it is to chase those easy views. If you want more of my thoughts on creativity, ironically, watch my Skibbity Toilet video.